Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am really happy that you were able to share a portion of your day with me. Today I'm having a bit of a problem with my camera, and so I have to re-record the beginning of this video. This is a repot with me video, but three of the plants, while I was recording three of the plants, I have some kind of system error with my camera. And so I'm just going to show you the three plants that I lost the footage for. I tried for hours to get this footage back and I wasn't able to do it. But I'm just going to show you the three plants that I did in the very beginning. I'm going to start off with this Silver Streak Pothos or Silver Streak Epipremnum. The Aplissimum, is that what it is called? Aplissimum Epipremnum. It's gorgeous. I've wanted this plant for almost a full 2 years. When I started my houseplant collection, I was like head over heels, and I'm still head over heels in love with Pothos plants, and this plant would come up every once in a while, and I was so excited to find one. I could never find one that was under $80 or so for a very small plant. But then I started finding people selling cuttings for me for, maybe $25, but it was usually just 2 nodes, and to me that's just not enough, especially with unrooted cuttings. And so I never got it. The cheapest I saw it was for $12 for a node. And then I just left it alone at that point because I know I just wanted a nice full plant like this. And I went into Home Depot and I found one. I was so excited because when I saw it, they were kind of like pushed in together with other plants, and the only thing I could think was, I don't recognize this leaf. And then when I went in and parted all the plants, there she was, as gorgeous as can be. And when I did repot her in the beginning of this original video, what I did was I rearranged the stems to be in line so that they would all hang forward this way, because I want to put her in my window, my sun window. And so now she will fit in very, very nicely. She's so pretty. I can't believe I have her. So I'm really excited about her. She is absolutely a dream. Oh, so pretty. Look at those silver streaks in there. Just so beautiful. I really love her. Okay, I'm like staring at her too long, but anyway, this was the first plant that I repotted. Next, I went to this red Siam. I was able to find another one. I had one before and I gave her root rot. The rest of whatever I have from her is outside rooting in the ground because she was really bad off. And I've never been successful with rooting a Agalaonema. So yes, I have another one and she's so beautiful. She had some blooms on her and the blooms were so beautiful because they're pink. The stems are pink, but then one of the blooms had a couple speckles of green on it. So pretty. If you look at this one right here, and I'm sorry guys, I'm trying not to get too close because I don't have any makeup on. I just put some eyeliner on so I wouldn't shock you guys too much. But this one right here, look at the green speckles. Look at the green speckles on that. Is that a beautiful flower? Oh. She looks so pretty just looking at her in this reflection. This is just so beautiful. Oh, I love it. So the the 3 pink ones are from this red Siam. Then this one is from my BJ Freeman. And then I have the really 2 dark green ones. Those are from my Etta Rose. And then these 2 right here, I believe, are from my Maria. So these are the latest ones that I've pulled off. And I think they are so pretty. And when they all open up like this, they're just so beautiful. And again, they will last for a good 3 weeks. They're so firm. This one right here has been in here for a week already. It hasn't opened up yet, so it's still maturing in there. Gorgeous. The last plant that I repotted in the beginning of this video was this Cameleon ZZ. I had been waiting to repot this because there was some netting around her base. And I went in, I removed the netting, and I saw that her rhizomes are actually huge, and the amount of roots in here, very healthy, thick, robust roots. This pot is filled with the root system for this plant. So I think by the end of the summer, I will have to repot her, because I do have another ZZ, just a green ZZ that needs to be repotted, and so it keeps hanging over. And I did find out that that is a symptom of a plant that needs, a ZZ that needs to be repotted. And so I have to repot that one, and I don't want this one to start off that way. Her roots are so very full, and her soil was not just dry, it was literal dust by the time I got this replaced. So, but of course, that's better for this plant than being moist, so I'm happy about it. So from here, I'm just going to play the rest of the video that was originally supposed to come to you. I'm super casual in that video because it's hot, so I'm not really wearing makeup right now. I will be back, so don't unsubscribe because you don't want to see my face. But I was gonna do my workout afterward, and so I have on my workout clothes in this video, so it's super casual. But I think it turns out to be the biggest mess ever in my poor white living area. So you'll understand, and please accept it. Accept my apologies in advance. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you watch the rest of the video. Sorry guys, I didn't realize that my card, for some reason, my camera was full, and so I'm switching over to my phone. So hopefully, I think it may have stopped recording when I was potting up this little baby right here. She is the baby aplicibum that I took out, one of the cuttings that was really small, and she just had a long root, and I put her into some perlite. So that's what that is. I didn't shake her out very well, I see. Okay, so I have 2 more to go. I think I will go with the ZZ first, because I'm going from the more challenging to the less challenging. Okay, and she's no longer in quarantine. Technically, she was out of quarantine about 2 weeks ago. Squeeze, squeeze. Ooh, she has amazing roots. And she has nice big rhizomes, or rhizomes and tubers, are they the same? But then she has this netting around that I just wanted to remove. I guess with this type of plant, I don't know if it's necessary, but I just prefer to remove it. This is so dusty. This is a healthy root ball. This is amazing. But it is very, very dusty. I'm so afraid to water her because I'm afraid to give her problems, especially since I hadn't been in the soil. I just didn't know what would happen, so. Wow, these roots are amazing. It just needs a nice drink of water. And I know I was pulling at the netting. I guess I got most of the netting off, or maybe it just busted through the netting. But here we go. This is amazing. So once again, I'll grab a scoop and switch over. Something in the bottom. Just put it in here. Trying to think if I should leave this one out so I can plant it outside. Maybe I'll do this one right here. I'll plant that one outside for the season to see how things go. Yay! There is a little bit of moss in my soil because I repurposed some moss that I used in with some soil, like on the top of some soil. Oh, ow. And so there's just a little bit of moss in here. At first I thought there were roots or something in it, but this is my treated soil. And I treat my soil simply by using extremely hot water to treat my soil. Yay! This is so satisfying. I love this. Okay. So there is that one. So I'll just put her right back into her pot. And she definitely needs to be watered. So I'm just going to give her a nice little drink. She was not just dry, she was dusty dry. So I could safely say it's okay for me to water her. And whatever drips through, she's in her cash po, so she'll be fine. Okay, so I just need to grab another small container for her, and she's so pretty and green, I think I'm going to give her a pink pot. This right here is actually a mixture I'm repurposing. I already cleaned it up. This was a plant that was gifted to me, and it has small stones in it. I'm assuming that that right there is pon. And there is some charcoal, a little bit of leca, and some chunky perlite. And I'm going to use that in here. See that mixture? Let me come closer. I'm assuming that that is the pon. I really do like to grow in perlite, and I have this, so I want to use it. And these roots are amazing. And again, to repurpose this, all I did was put it into some heated water. I mean, I just poured some really hot water over it and let it sit for a little while in that hot water to steam it up really well. And I hope this works out for this, because it seems like ZZs would work out really well in something like this, especially since it does have the drainage. I'll just give it a little bit of water. Where's the outer pot for this one? Okay. I'll just let it soak up a little bit of water, and I guess I was thinking the perlite, the straight perlite would be better because the perlite does stay moist. I don't know. Because I am not familiar with pon, with pon, I'm not really sure how I feel about this. I'm just not really sure how I feel about it. But I guess I'll give it a try. I just don't want it to be so moist that it ends up rotting out this little baby. There are squirrels playing outside of my window. 2 of them. They're so cute. I had a little squirrel. She was a baby. Her name was Tink, and she played in the tree outside of my window, my bedroom window. I used to have my vanity, my makeup vanity inside my bedroom instead of downstairs, and she would every single morning run all around the tree like a spiral, up and down, up and down. She was so cute. She was tiny, and I named her Tink. Okay, there you go. Another one done. Final. We're finally at the end. So I am going to take this container, and look at the mess I made. I can't clean this right now. I have to vacuum it because this has the weave of this top. It'll just, if I brush it, it just makes a mess. But I'm just gonna, there's a little bit of perlite in here, but I'm gonna leave that in there. And I am going to take this and I am going to put it in here. So let me just put a little bit of this chunky mix down here. Spread it out like that. And I need to remove these things. Now this is really stuck in here. And the bottom of the pot is broken. I don't think these are like spider plants where they'll break through the pots, but this is really bound. Okay, let me move this over here and pull this one up, just in case I get a surprise in here. There it is. Okay. There's some dead leaves around the top, so I'm just pulling those off. Guys, I got another cuprea. Oh, I'm so excited. I went to Bark and Vine and they had a cuprea in there for $15 on clearance, and it is a smaller plant. I actually thought about getting that plant before, and when I went in there just to see how it was doing, I literally went to check to see if it was still there, and it was on the clearance rack because the leaf that is emerging is a little wonky, but it's not in a sunny spot. It wasn't in a sunny spot. It was under a grow light, but it wasn't in a sunny spot. And so what I did was I talked to the person in the shop, and he was so nice. He was helping me because I told him I really, really wanted that cuprea, but I keep killing them. And so he told me that the Agalaonema they're challenging, but the jewel Agalaonema are a little bit more challenging than most. And he says this one right here, you have to let it dry out halfway down in the pot, which is not what I typically do with my Agalaonema. I try to keep them evenly moist. Hence the reason why they were all rotting in the soil. I was just watering them too much. But they do like to have high humidity. And so right now I have it in my bathroom, and I'll try to include it in at least at the end of this video, where you can just see that. I actually have to do a tour of the plants I keep in my bathroom. I think that would be something fun to do as well. Oh, look at these roots. I just love to see this nice, healthy roots. Now this does have that cocoporia that I don't like, so I'm going to try to break through a lot of this. And you see, I just kind of opened this up like that. Just split it down the middle like a piece of bread. And I'm going to try to get some of this out. Pull out any dead leaves I find. So there are quite a number of plants in here. Hopefully I'll be able to get wow. This clump, I can't even tell you how many plants are in here. Right now, I'm really looking back and wishing I used my mat underneath this. I'm going to be vacuuming for days. I'm going to take this outside and try to free up this soil, okay? I can't do this. Okay, I don't know if I got the recording of me putting this in here, but I can't take it out, guys. I just put it to one side, I filled one side, and then I flipped it to the other side and I filled the other side. I know that this right here will fill in because the light will be at the top, and so it's going to stand straight up once it settles in. So I'm not worried about it being too, like too front heavy. It's just gonna stand up and it'll be perfect. So it won't have this bareness back here. And I know that because when I did this one right here, it was the same, but now it is the same all the way around. So they'll both be gorgeous. This one right here seems like it had a little bit more in it than the other one, which I actually thought the other one had more plant in it, but looking at it now, this one had more. So she definitely needs to be repotted. Her roots were amazing. I had to blow all of the soil off of the roots with the really strong nozzle on my hose, but it came off pretty easily. So I'm happy about that. I was covered in dirt, so I had to take my jacket off. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to leave you with a couple of pictures of my Cuprea and a couple of things I have in bloom that I wanted to show you. Okay? So thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.